Hey you guys, I'm back with a new video. So I've been trying to upload a video every week instead of just twice a month. So I hope I'm doing better at that. So today for this video, I'm going to be doing, what do you call this? Like French tip nails. I've seen people call it like reverse smile line nails. So whatever you want to call it, that's what I'm doing. This is actually my first time ever doing a full set of this. I've done it like on a few nails before, but I've never done a full set, and it was honestly really easy to do. So basically you can see that I'm just laying the bead down and just patting it. I laid the bead down and then I'm just patting it to kind of make this oval shape. And the one thing I will say is you want the like nude part, or whichever color you're going to do. On this part you kind of want it to be thick, so that whenever you file over the white color or whatever color you do for the French part, you want it to not be super thin. Whenever you get done filing, you still want it to have, nice apex, and you don't want it to be just nail tip there and a little bit of color. You want the acrylics to still be there. So just make sure that you're making it thick enough that whenever you go in and you file, it's not just gonna disappear. So you can see right here, I'm gonna go in and I'm gonna add another bead on top of the bead I just put down because it wasn't thick enough. If I would have followed over this, then the nail would have had no strength because it wouldn't have an apex. So just pay attention to like the little things that I'm doing, and I'll try to like explain why I'm doing it, because it's one thing to be able to do it, but you need to know why you're doing it. You don't just want to do nails and do things that you see people do in videos but not know why you're doing it. So that's basically why I added another bead, was to give it, I just wanted it to be thicker because I want it to have the strength still whenever I file it down. And I'm just going to go through all 5 fingers and I'm going to do this. Just repeat the same step, and you can see like I'm going to like go around it at the tips a little bit like this and just try to make it a nice little oval shape. I know like we've all seen French tip nails, so we know that it's supposed to have like, that little dip or that curve. So that's just like what I'm trying to do with my brush, is just make it look kind of perfect. I know it's not going to be completely perfect, but just try to make it look as good as possible. So I think I have finally retired my Butte Galleria brush that I got from Amazon. I've had it for a year now, so I just thought it was time for it to get a new one. I was having a lot of bristles falling out of it and stuff. And that could be because I always soaked it in acetone. But I mean, it still worked fine. Like I could still use it if I wanted to. But I just wanted to switch over to my Alpha brush. So in this video, I'm using my Alpha brush, and I really liked it, and I've been using it ever since, and I'm starting to get used to it. I know at first I wasn't used to it, so I wasn't using it as much, but I think I'm starting to like it even more than my last brush. Although my last brush was super, super, super flat, but I think that just happened over time with me just always flattening it with my fingers, and like bristles were coming out and stuff, but it worked while I had it, and I might order a new one, but for now I'm just gonna have my Alpha brush, and it's working perfect for me. So you can see, you just have to like play with the acrylic, just kind of manipulate it to how you want it to look. Don't let the acrylic control you control the acrylic, and you will get any design you want. So you can see like here, like just have to keep patting, just kind of shape it, and it should be completely fine. Okay, so now for the fun part. I'm going to go ahead and add the white, and here just add it on, scoot it down to where it needs to be. I'm using Mia Secret's white acrylic. It's the only white acrylic I've ever used. You can see it's very it's kind of easy to move around. But you can see I'm just trying to get it to shape to the nail tip. I always tell you guys that. Shape your acrylic to the nail tip. Don't let it just fall around everywhere and get all lumpy and bumpy. Keep patting down your acrylic until you know it's not gonna move. I teach my one-on-one classes, and sometimes obviously people are new to this, so they don't know. But you don't ever want to, in my one-on-one classes, I always tell my students, I always tell them just keep messing with the acrylic until you know it's not gonna go nowhere. Don't just put a bead down, get it all the way to the bottom, swipe down to the bottom, and then put another bead. No, there's no rush. Usually my appointments are 2 hours, so I'm gonna make sure everything looks good. And that's really the secret to getting that perfect shape that lasts forever. Not the perfect shape, but a shape that lasts forever. My clients, usually their shape lasts until their nails come off. And that's because I'm really shaping it to the nail tip. The shape is, you can see here. I'm shaping it to the nail tip, patting it all down, getting my brush wet, patting it, shaping it to the nail tip. Like that. And on this one, I think I'm going to add another bead of white because you can see it's not leveling out with the nude color. So you want the white to level out with the nude color. You might even want the nude color to be more, more raised up, or have more, can't think of the word, more, not depth, more I don't know. You just maybe might want it to be raised up more than the white even. Or maybe make them both raise up really high. Just don't try to make it perfect, because whenever I first started doing these kind of designs, I would just try to make even on the outline nails or anything like that, I would try to just make the acrylic fit in there perfectly and then cap it with clear. But I've found that just takes too long. If you saw me do my last video like that, forget it. Don't do that. Just put it over the nude color or whatever other color you're doing, and then file it down. So much easier. Took so much less time. I don't know, y'all. I can't talk today. It took less time. So that's how I'm gonna start doing these things. It's a lot easier to do it that way. So also another reason why I used to always just try to make it fit perfectly was because I didn't want my clients to be what the hell is this girl doing on my nails? Because it looks crazy at first. It looks like I'm just doing whatever, just putting the acrylic wherever I want. I'm doing a sloppy job. So I used to want to make it look perfect so that my clients wouldn't be thinking what the hell is she doing? But now I just tell my clients it's not gonna look like this in the end. Or I'll be if you think it's gonna look like this, it's not. Just to let them know this is not the finished product. Most of them will know, but then there's some that don't know. They're probably what the hell? So I always just be this is not what it's gonna look like, so don't even worry. You can see I'm gonna go in and add another bead of white on this nail, because you can tell in person, maybe even in the video, you can tell whenever the white is way lower than the nude part, and you kind of want them to level out so that whenever you go in and you file, everything will just be really smooth. Okay, now here's the other fun part, the filing. I kind of like love this now, like the reveal that you get whenever you start filing. Here I'm using a drill bit that I got from a cart that they sent me. I really like this for these kind of designs. I guess because it's new, or maybe it's just that good. It's like super sharp. It takes off the color like really easy. Instead of whenever I use my safety bits, it like takes way less time, and I don't even have it up that high. I never have my drill bits up that high. So like you can see, like it's taking it off so easy. And I am gonna go in with my safety bit and finish it off because like I'm still scared to use these drill bits, honestly. If I'm not doing a fill or something, I never really use these to like follow around the cuticle and stuff. And it's just like, I know like maybe I wouldn't cut somebody, but it's like I'm still scared. Like I haven't built up my confidence all the way yet. And yeah, it might take me a little bit more time because I don't just do it all with this bit, but I don't care. And my clients know, like I have the same clients all the time, so like they know how long it takes. 2 hours, 2.5 hours if we're doing something crazy. So, but you can just see like I'm just going like right there where the two meet and just filing off the white. And I'm not trying to make it perfect yet, you know, I'm just trying to, like I told you guys, this takes off the color like really easy. So I'm just going in and taking off the color with this drill bit on both hands. And then once I'm done with that, I'm gonna come in with my safety bit, go around the cuticle, smooth it all out, go underneath the nail. If I got any acrylic stuck underneath there. What else can I say? Whenever you're doing this part, you really don't want to have it up that high because like you don't want to fall off too much. You just want to be careful, especially like if this is your first time doing it. Just pay attention to what you're doing, basically. Like don't be falling off everything and then in the end you're like, dang, like this nail is flat as hell. Like, you know what I mean? Just pay attention to what you're doing. Look at it from every angle, turn it to the side, look at it from like the tip down. Just look at it from every angle so you can just make sure that you're filing it right. Okay, so now I'm just gonna go in with my hand file and sharpen up the edges. I know I told you guys in my last video or the video before that I started e-filing first and then going in with my hand file, because I found that it just made the shape look so much sharper and better. So that's why I'm doing it in this order. You can really do it in whatever order you want. Just make sure that if you are doing your e-file first, that you do the hand. You want to do the hand that you did first with the e-file, and then do the second hand that you did last, obviously, because the acrylic's not going to be dry all the way, and you don't want it to just come off really easy, and then you have to redo it. So make sure that the acrylic is dry before you do that, if you do the e-file first. But you can see I'm just turning the hand around, making sure the tips are really straight and even. I try my best to get them straight and even, but you know, I'll be looking at the same nails for 2 hours. Sometimes it's a little hard. So I'm just spraying water, and then I'm going to go in with another drill bit. And I got this in the same cart little, they gave me like it was like a little kit, not a kit, but like it came with like, I don't know, like 6 drill bits. I think I want to do a video over everything that they sent me, even though I've used the drill bits and some of the gel polishes, because I actually really like what they sent me. So that'll probably be my next video. I just actually want to be in front of the camera, so I need to make myself look presentable. But I really like this drill bit. I had one before, but that one, like, this bristles got all spread out, so I was actually really happy that they sent me this, because I kind of needed a new one. But you can see it just makes the nails like look all fresh and clean, like if they wash their hands. And it just saves me time, because I don't really have time for people to get up and go wash their hands. We added some stones around the cuticle area just to give it a little bit extra pop, and it came out really cute. I did that off camera. Actually, I think I just didn't realize I stopped recording. But I really hope you guys like this set. I hope I helped you. I'm going to try to upload another video by next week, or maybe even later this week. But thank you for watching. Don't forget to subscribe, and I will be back soon.